Let's talk about the Godox iT30Pro. This is an on-camera flash, but there's a lot to talk about here. Let's go. This flash gives you the ability to shoot through the lens in TTL mode if you're using the brand with the right flash. For example, if you're using Fujifilm, you should get the F model. If you're using Canon, you should get the C model, and so forth. Shooting in TTL basically means that you shoot through the lens, and it is a way of shooting automatic, if you will, because it's going to shoot using the settings of your camera and calculate the distance from your subject through your lens to give you the exact amount of power needed for your photo. That is great, but one thing you can do in addition to that is you can tell the flash to under or overexpose. For example, shooting TTL but underexposed by 1, 2, or 3 stops. So that gives you a little bit more flexibility in your shot, a little bit more control as to what kind of results you want to get. But you can also shoot in manual mode. What that allows you to do is basically set the power that you want to use for your photo, and you're the one in control, you're the one deciding. Also, shooting in manual mode means that you can use this little flash on whatever brands you're using because you're the one deciding. All it does is that it fires the flash at the same time as you're taking the photo. That's all it does. So it doesn't matter if you're using a Fuji with a Canon camera or a Nikon trigger on a Panasonic. It's going to be the same for all the brands if you're shooting in manual mode. Weight-wise, we're looking at 120 grams for this flash, which is very lightweight because if, for example, you take this X Pro trigger that I have here that I've been using I used this for probably 6 years in a row. It is 132 grams, which means 12 grams more than this flash. This is not only a flash, it does also other cool things, which I'll tell you more in a moment. But right there, you can see how lightweight this little on-camera flash is. It has got a touchscreen. A beautiful touchscreen. I have to say, it's very responsive, it works great. If you don't like touchscreens like I do, I'm not a big fan of touchscreens, you still have a little dial and a little set menu and power on and off button here that you can still use if you want to. Now, the touchscreen is, as I said, very responsive. It works great, it is well integrated, and it does what it has to do. It allows you to change the power, change the settings, and you can basically change everything from that touch screen. Godox claims that you can shoot up to 560 shots at full power with this guy before you have to charge it again. This is amazing because I normally shoot in manual mode and I never shoot full power, or almost never, because it is way too much lights, way too much intensity. So what I normally do is I shoot at a quarter or an eighth, even maybe a 16th of the power. And every time you halve the power, you're doubling the amount of shots you can shoot, in theory. So if they claim 560 shots in one go, that doubles to 1,200 shots roughly at half power. You double that again at quarter power and double that again at 1/8 of the power. So you're going to be able to shoot this the entire day. And based on my tests, I wasn't able to empty the battery yet. So yeah, it is great. In addition to that, it brings me to the next point, which is a USB-C. It's got a little USB-C charging port on the side. So when you're running out of battery, you just plug it to the outlet a moment and you're good to go. If you're shooting, for example, a wedding, can't wait to shoot this at my next wedding next month, but you could, while you're eating, put this on charge with any USB-C cable, get it charged up a little bit, and good to go for the evening. It's got a built-in diffuser, which is on the side. There's a W, which I guess means with, and an N, which means not, or not on, or normal. I'm not sure what the N means. Anyways, you can flick this lever up and down, and it's gonna basically put on the diffusion. Now, the size of the light will determine how harsh it's gonna be, so this is not a softbox by all means, but it is good to have it. It is useful, and yeah, I mean, if you want to take off the edge a little bit on that strong light, you can do so with this little diffuser. It's got a quick release, so you just put it on your camera, and when you want to take it off, you just press the little button on the side and you take it off. Very, very simple compared to my good old X Pro that I had to screw on and off, and that was a bit of a pain. But anyways, this is an old one and this looks good on my camera. As I told you, this is so much more than just an on-camera flash. In fact, you can use it externally using a little external trigger, such as, for example, the X3 that I have right here. You put this on your camera, and this is gonna go along with other flashes. For example, I have my AD400 here that I can use as my main key light. I have the AD300 Pro that I can use as a rim light, and the little AD100 Pro, the can as I call it, that can be used as a background light, for example. And this guy could be the hair light that you can just position in the back here on the little stand, and you have a full-on flash. It is a tiny flash, But, you know, for hair lighting or for background or whatever, it can be extremely useful. So this can be associated with a little external trigger, and it can be used as an external flash. This is great. And now we're gonna do a quick demonstration. I'm gonna be the model and I'm gonna show you how this would look. Let's do it. So this is a very improvised little studio setup. I have my backdrop right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, as I said, my AD400 Pro as my key light. I'm gonna use the 300 Pro right here as my rim light. I'm gonna be using a 100 Pro, or the Canon, as I love to call it, right here as the background light, and we will have a hair light right here that I'm gonna set up now, and that's gonna be this little flash. All right, so this is the final setup. I got my Leica SL3S here, and the little trigger, Godox trigger, and if you go down to D, you can see that we are at 1/4 of the power, and this is the actual hairline flash, and that's the flash that I'm going to be using for this shoot. So let me show you how it looks. It is up here by itself, right there, little guy. I have it mounted on a C-stand, which is the biggest overkill you'll ever see in your life, but yeah, that's how it's going to go. And then here we have the little AD100 Pro that's going to be my background light. All right, let's have some fun now. I'm gonna be shooting from my phone, and let's do it. So that gives you a little idea as to what you can do if you wanted to use this flash for a studio setup or for a shoot. Obviously, this is a bigger setup with 4 flashes now. You have a background, you can see the hair light. It gives a little bit of depth to the photo, to the image, and that is great. But it also gives you a little idea as to how you could use this as something else than just an on-camera flash. Another thing you can do is you can use this as a master, as a trigger. So you can either turn on or off the actual flash, and this can be your remote to other flashes, such as I said, the AD400 Pro, 300 Pro, 200 Pro, 100 Pro, and so forth. This is actually amazing because not only it is a great little flash, but it also allows you to use it with other flashes and have an extra feature, an extra function. And if you don't have a trigger for other flashes, this can be the starting point to other flashes in the Godox family. This has high-speed sync up to 1/8,000 of a second with any brand besides Sony that can go all the way to 1/80,000 of a second with the global shutter Sony cameras. You get a little pouch with it that you can use to travel. It comes in black and silver, and it is compatible with Canon, Nikon, Sony, Fujifilm, and Olympus. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any other question. I will answer as soon as possible. Did you already get one? Are you going to get one? Did this video answer all your questions? If so, let me know, put a thumbs up, subscribe to not miss any of my future videos, and I see you very soon. Take care, cheers.